Howdy from Arlington, Texas, y'all. Hope this video finds you well. So, I rode along with my buddy Gary. You may know him on here as Elbow Sausage. He finally explained it to me. It's because of his dogs. I didn't know what that was, and honestly, I was afraid to ask, but he did explain it today. Had such a good time. Didn't spend as much money as I normally do. And I'm as happy as I could be walking away. I guess that's the weird thing about me. Sometimes the best I feel leaving shows, I've spent, just a few bucks or almost nothing at all. Had a great time. I got to chat briefly with Andy. She blinded me with refractors. I got Rich Klein. Brad, you know him here as Texas Card Dude. And of course I got to talk to Dr. Beckett. So that was awesome. Got to introduce Gary to Dr. Beckett, and he's kind of like I was the first time. He was just like a little boy meeting his favorite baseball player. It was pretty awesome. So a couple things I wrote down. I just wanted to say I usually don't go Sundays. I usually end up on Saturdays or sometimes Friday night. But was a bit surprised at the attendance. It seemed really down, but I don't know that's how it is most Sundays. I usually go Sundays, so it's really not an apples to apples comparison. I did hear that Saturday was down from the last show, but that was like the biggest, the most packed show yet. But it wasn't down a ton, and that was from one of the guys, one of the local guys that sets up that I really trust his what he tells me. I think what surprised me, though, about today was probably maybe 15. I don't know. Could have been 10, could have been 20%, so I'm going to go with 15. Of the tables were just empty. There was just nobody there. It kind of makes me wonder. I'm like, hey, next time should I take my stuff up on Sunday and go to the show promoter and be like, hey, bud, what if I give you $20 just to set up for today? It would get them extra money and it would fill tables. I don't know. As a customer, I did see a lot of people discounting stuff. A lot of times it was the stuff in boxes, and I did see a lot more stuff in boxes than I saw last time. Last time it was almost all showcases, and still is predominantly showcases, but a lot of stuff in boxes that were discounted, and that's some of the stuff I bought, and I'm going to show. And, I saw a couple tables just saying slabs were discounted, so not sure what's going on with the market there. I'm just reporting to you what I saw. And the other thing that I did notice was the pre-war, and I'm going to say here specifically the T206, because that's what I was looking at, seemed to be priced very high. They were very proud of their T206 cards. They were definitely going for more. They were asking more than market rate, and maybe that's why I saw so many nice ones. The coolest thing I saw was an 1894 N302 Mayo's Cut Plug card. It's a football card. It was some of the Ivy League schools, and it's like I believe it's the first football exclusive set. It's definitely a card. I just want to get a type card. I just want to get any one card someday, and that's been on my to get list for a little bit, but this one was a little bit out of the price range I could do. So, all right, it's been 3.5 minutes. I haven't talked about any cards yet. So, what I went for, and the biggest downer of the day, we went today and we went early because both Gary and I needed to drop some stuff off at JSA. This was a Dale Earnhardt autograph that I picked up in March off of eBay. There were some context clues from the seller himself that made me think that there was a good chance it might not be legit. I checked with my two experts, and one said he definitely had some concerns about this area right here inside the E, and then the other said that he thought it might be good. So I chanced the $30 and I got denied. I got the Dikembe Mutombo finger wag. No, that's no good. So I've already emailed the seller. He emailed me back quickly and said, send it back, I'll get a refund. You'll get a refund. I want to find out what I'm getting refunded because I didn't pay a ton for the card, which is another reason I'm, not surprised that it's not authentic. But A, he's in Canada, so I'm going to have to pay for shipping to Canada. And then, is he going to refund me the $30 that I paid JSA to tell me that it was garbage? His reply was, oh, well, this is the first one that's come back not past authenticity. Maybe true, because I looked at his feedback, and his feedback is impeccable, and he sold a lot of Dale Earnhardt autographs. So don't know if those people are just keeping them for what they are or what. Anyway, we're 5 minutes in. We've shown absolutely nothing. That was good. I love Dr. Pepper. So, I tweeted last night that I was going to the Dallas Card Show, and I was only going to buy two things. Was only looking for Dale Earnhardt and Chicago Blackhawks Stanley Cup products. So, like their 2 championship rings, subsets, and Day with Cup cards. Did not find any of those. So, those were the only 2 things I was looking for. And what was the first thing I purchased after I dropped off with JSA? 25 Michael Jordan cards. Yeah, funny how that works, right? But it was kind of hard to pass up because there was a guy at the table and he's like, he looked like he was just there today. Almost looks like he was doing what I was saying. Just, hey, can I give you X amount and set up at a table? And all of his Michael Jordan cards were $1. So they're not in impeccable condition or anything, but I ended up I picked up 5 the first go, and then I picked up 20 later. Just picked up a bunch of stuff that like I remembered having as a kid, or in some cases cards I wanted as a kid. Love this one because I've always loved those All-Star uniforms. I think those are some of the best ones ever. This one, I remember this card. It turned out to be some kind of retro Michael Jordan card. You can see right there. It's not the original, but that's okay. These cut above cards, I remember these. These came in little 5-card cello packs at Walmart for like $1 back in the day, and I bought so much of that. Oh, I paid $1 each for these cards, so I paid $25 for these. I looked on ComC, take it for what it's worth, but the lowest price you could find one of these on ComC was $10. So I was, pretty happy about that. Again, not going to be immaculate condition, and it's not like I'm a grader anyway, but I've always loved Crash the Game cards. Just, some Stadium Club. I had this one back in the day. Picked that one up because it's the NBA Finals parallel. Then this one is the NBA Finals parallel, but it's like a triple-double, and it's card number 1. What the hell? Like I said, it was $1. Who cares? For a guy that's not a big Michael Jordan fan, I think I have probably close to 500 or 600 Michael Jordan cards, and probably a good 300 at least are unique. Weird how that works. Not bad for $1. Some of these I overpaid because you could get them on ComC for a little under $1, but then you got the 25-cent shipping. This, I just love 95, 96 Fleer. I know people hate that set, but I love it. Like these 2, I didn't realize these were checklists. So, actually, they're not even really worth $1, but that's okay. Again, it's just for my collection. Who cared? Who cares? Michael Jordan, he's back from the SP Championship Series. These slam dunk cards, this is the same year as Shaq's rookie, and these dunk cards, I just remember, were so awesome, and everybody in the 8th grade at South Junior High School wanted those. Just a Stadium Club, just a very different photo of Jordan being from behind. This Z-Force Superman, I think it was like a $5, maybe $10 card on ComC. Ended up grabbing a couple of those. I didn't necessarily need to, but I felt like that was probably a safe play. This one here, I looked on ComC and then I looked on eBay, and I think this is maybe like a $40 card. This Finest, it was a mystery Finest. It was one of the ones that was blank on the front. Or I'm sorry, black, had a coating. You had to take that off. Or that's at least what I remember the mystery refractors from baseball being. And this I only picked up because it was a Topps Chrome, and it's Topps Chrome. And this bad boy looks like it goes for like $50. Not bad for $1, huh? $25 for all those? Hell yeah. All right. So that was in with the room off to the side. Got into the main room. Picked up a little bit of hockey. This was a guy that they were in his dollar box, and then he marked them down to 50 cents. So I got a Taves from the first Prism set. I probably have one of those, but we know how that first Prism sets are going, so I'm going to get a future Hall of Famer. Auntie Ranta, as we called him back in the day when he came in to save the day, Ranta Claus. Another Jonathan Taves, shiny, Hollow FX. Kirby Doc Parallel Rookie, Kubalik. Another Kirby Doc debut. Again, these were 50 cents, nothing special. Love the ice. To be honest, I haven't been as good of a fan the last couple of years. I don't even know who the hell Anton Whedon is. I don't know if he might have just played one game. Old school SPX Excitement. of Nikolai Habibulin, numbered out of 999. The Pinnacle Dufex. A lot of people love that. That's, I want to say 95, 96. Nope, 94, 95. But just probably Rink Collection, I want to say, is what those were called. Dufex, Grant Fuhrer. Why not? Then I just picked up a few cards numbered out of 100 because they were 50 cents. And all these are numbered out of 100, so I figured I could put those on eBay and make a buck or two out of them. And then this was in there for some reason. Any autograph for 50 cents? I mean, yeah, not going to pass that up. So the next thing that I got, I was walking around and it just caught me because of the price. And it's not cards. So I picked up, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see this, Dale Earnhardt starting lineup, winner's circle. Guy had him marked at $2. There's one. There's two. So I go up to him. I give him the 10 spot. He gives me $5 back. I'm like, it said they were 2, brother. And he's like, oh, I was thinking they were 3. I was thinking I'd marked them 3 for $5. He did not put 3 for $5. He had put 6 for 10. But I was like, oh, okay. We'll just keep it, and I'll go get another because I knew there was Jeff Gordon. Not really a Jeff Gordon fan, but what the hey. Might just bust it for the card. Who knows? But $5 for 3 starting lineups. And I was a starting lineup freak back in the day. As a kid, a lot of people had posters on their wall. And I had a Will Clark poster. And I had a Pamela Anderson poster, Baywatch poster. But most of my wall was covered in unopened starting lineups. I would just push pin them to the wall. And I mean, I was up. I probably had like 300 of those at one point. Unfortunately, lost a lot of those when my childhood home burnt down. So toward the end, I mean, I was good, but toward the end, I went and it was in an area, and I was like, I know this is kind of the area where I've seen these people before, and they did have a little bit of NASCAR. This little stack of 82 cards, 81 of which are Dale Earnhardt, one of which is Jeff Gordon. Got them all for $20. So like a quarter a card. I'm just going to run through these real quick because I know I do have some NASCAR guys that watch my channel. I bought a lot of this back in the day, so definitely love having that again. Again, a lot of multiples in here, but that's why I asked them kind of what their best deal was. These folks were from Florida, and they come out here for the show every time. I'm sure getting rid of these makes them happy. So if they were going to, and it's funny, I was actually going to offer them $20 and be like, will you take $20 for them? I was shocked when that's what he proposed, but he did. And I was pretty happy about that. So yeah, nothing special there. Nothing great. That's part of it. Let's finish this off so I can get this done in less than 15 minutes because I'm a talker. Like I said, a lot of multiples. This was one of my favorite ones. I definitely like that. Not a lot of high-end sets or a lot of shine or anything like that. Some basic stuff. But for 25 cents a card, that's, I can't even find many cards on Sport Lots. Earnhardt for 25 cents. I mean, most everything's like $1 or $2 now. So I was happy to get them, take the multiples. And if they hadn't offered me a very good deal, I would have just gone through and probably picked out like 10 or 15 of them. This was the only Jeff Gordon I got. I thought that one was cool just because it was from the truck series, the super trucks as they were called back then. I love watching the trucks run. So about to wrap it up. That's it. I guess this was one he drove in Japan. The number 3 AC Delco, which is what Junior's car looked like later. But that's it. Again, very common stuff, but it's hard to even find that stuff for a quarter. So and that's what I got them for. So I was not going to complain, and I took them all, multiples included. I will pick the best and maybe move on the other ones. So that's it. That's what I got at the Dallas Card Show. Thanks for checking this out. If you hung all the way this far, I truly appreciate it. But that's it for now. And I will talk to you guys later.